Hey friends, it's your friend here, Yukon Cornelius. I just thought I'd send out a little video. I haven't done one for a while. There's been a whole lot going on in the silver market, that's for sure. Um, amazing market, and it just doesn't seem to want to stop going higher. Fun stuff. So anyway, we're in the right place. We're in our silver. Um, and I think that that's a great place to be in the long run. And that's what I wanted to talk a little bit about is, none of us really knows for sure uh, how long this is going to go on. A lot of the people that I read and study seem to feel like this is a long-term commodity bull market that's going to go on for another 3, 5, even 10 years or longer. And it seems like silver is one of the best places to be due to the fact that it's not only a precious metal, but it's also an industrial metal. And I was listening to a really excellent video today that I want to recommend to you. There's a website called goldseek.com. That's GOLDSEEK.com. And there's an interview on there with a guy, Stephen Lieb, that I thought was one of the best videos that I have seen ever. And one of the things I liked about it was that he explained how China is making all the right moves to have a long-term plan for their future. I mean, they're putting away rare earth metals, they're buying gold, they're buying silver, they're buying oil, and they're putting it away for their long-term needs. Whereas our country and our government is screwing around with policy decisions that basically add up to nothing. They're trying to decide, should we have a higher debt ceiling? And how can we cut the budget by $38 billion, which we can spend in one day in this country? So what I wanted to propose to you, and what I've been thinking about all day today, is, you know what? I want to think like the Chinese. I want to have a long-term outlook on how I handle my investments. And I have had a long-term outlook with silver. But after listening to that video, it gave me even more of a long-term type of an outlook. And one of the things he was talking about was all of the industrial uses for silver. And I hadn't realized how important silver is in the manufacturing of alternative energy, especially solar and windmills, and a lot of other applications. And he also talked a lot about the earthquake in Japan and how all the rebuilding of that potentially is one of the reasons we've had such a sharp move up in the price of silver and the rare earth metals, because of all of the consumption that it's going to take to rebuild a lot of what was destroyed. So anyway, just made me even more bullish on silver, and I really recommend that you go to goldseek.com. I don't have any affiliation with GoldSeek, believe me. I just want you to watch listen to a great audio interview with Stephen Lieb. But I'm going to start thinking like the Chinese, and what they're thinking about is the long term, and they know what's going up in price, and what's going up in price is commodities. And not only silver, but copper, gold, oil, and a lot of rare earth metals, and including also agriculture. So keep that long-term focus. And the other thing I just wanted to say was, we really don't know if there's going to be a crash in the dollar, next week, next month, or how this is all going to turn out. I tend to think that we're going to have a lot of doom, but maybe not so much gloom. And maybe what's going to happen is we're going to have a lot higher prices, and the world is going to be a very expensive place to live in, but maybe it's going to still be livable. It's just going to be a very expensive place to live, which is even more good reason to make sure that you have a long-term plan to invest in the most valuable commodities. So those are just a few thoughts I'm having with you. I hope you'll come over if you haven't ever stopped by. We have a great chat room over on Pal Talk. If you're not familiar with Pal Talk, it's a internet-based chat platform. You just have to download it, go to paltalk.com, and our chat room is called Silver and World Economy. and we got a lot of great folks in there who are always chatting about silver and what's going on in the world, and love to have you stop by and say hi sometime. So anyway, I'm out. Congratulations on your silver investments, and let's stay along. Talk to you soon.